My girlfriend would let me deadbolt our closet door. After 3 years of dating, my girlfriend and I finally moved in together. This is great and all, but for any of you out there considering a similar move, please try to set any ground rules before you make the decision. I thought Lizzie and I were on the same page, but she threw me a curveball on one day. Now we can finally get rid of the creepy deadbolt on your closet, she said. And I'd probably jump into a bunch of conclusions about me right now, but there's a good reason for it. And besides that, she knew about the deadbolt beforehand. This hadn't been brought up when we discussed the move. How she hadn't even complained about the lock for years. Before we start to jump into conclusions, let me give you the background, which I pretty much have to give anytime someone sees my closet for the first time. When I was a kid, I was terrified of my closet. Typically, kid stuff like there's a man/monster in there. I used to wake up to my dad multiple times at night, seeing the closet door open itself, and I heard or saw something in there. He would come check and reassure me and close the door. A few hours later, the same would repeat. My dad finally got sick of waking up 3 times at night, and decided to put a lock on my closet, convinced I was either opening the door in my sleep or intentionally to just get attention. And home lock didn't work, but he was still convinced I was somehow picking the lock and opening the door. He installed one of those chain locks that have hotels at a height I couldn't reach. I would still wake him up saying the door was cracked open. One night, my dad was up late and heard slamming going from my room. He checked. I was standing by my closet, just opening and slamming the door in my sleep. The next thing, he installed a deadbolt, and he has slept soundly ever since. I'm taking my parents' word a lot for this, because I was only 4 or 5 at the time. I remember running, screaming to my parents' room a few times, but that's pretty much it. Anyway, bolting in my closet became a nightly routine that I grew up with, and the few times I tried to stop it, I would have awful nightmares and wake up to an open closet. I pretty much just reassigned to myself just bolting the door. When I moved out of my parents' house, I decided to give up the habit. My friends gave me crap about it since I was young, and the last thing I was going to do was bring a girl back to the room with a deadbolt closet. Serious murder vibes. I had the familiar nightmare sounds. I associated with the times I had to try to quit, but I decided to push through. I woke up to the closet opening so many times that I stopped closing it at all. I started waking up in the middle of the night and seeing things in my closet. This shook me. I would easily turn on the lights and see something to explain it all away. For example, I would think I see a person and it would just be my golf bag. I would be scratching on the door and find a branch outside my window. I would hear Warren whisper and think it was just the AC kicking on. This pattern continued. What the possible explanations became less plausible. I was seeing an unnaturally tall man in a bowler hat with twinkling eyes. When I turned on the light, it would be a bowler hat with some Christmas ornaments. In July. And I've never bought a bowler hat. I looked for that hat in the daytime many times without finding it. I would hear whispers of Warren, "Come join us. Come join us." That would build up to yells, then mix with the sound of my fan. One night I woke up to the bowler hat man. He let out a deep chuckle and then lunged from the door, bounding at me on all fours, limbs twisting at alarming angles. I turned on my lamp and bowler hat sat in the middle of my room. I went to a 24-hour Walmart, bought a deadbolt, and installed it the same night. I slept like the baby. Explanations be damned. I put that lock on my closet in every apartment. Lizzie knows this and how terrified I am, but she won't let me put a deadbolt on. She says, "It's time you get over this phobia. It has been a month since we moved in. The nightmares are back. The closet door is always open, and I hear them whispering to me, 'Come join. We would dance together. We would shower in red.' I jumped last night, then I woke up and wet, smelling metal. I walked to the bathroom in the mirror. I found myself drenched in blood. The bowler hat man stood behind me, smiling, pleased, and patted my shoulder. He rolled down and whispered in my ear, 'Yes, join us.' This morning I woke up and the closet door was closed, but I was inside. I felt peculiar feeling on my head and reached up to find I was wearing a bowler cap. I I beg Lizzie to let me put on my lock. She is insistent that this is all a fantasy of mine. I don't know what is happening or what will happen next. I have to put that lock on. I can't last another night.